Well, let's go on to how to actually do it. So there's a rationale, 3 reasons for doing social commerce. But how do you actually do it? What are the secrets for unlocking sales with social media? Well, first, how not to do it. You may have seen, if you follow work in social commerce, any of the examples in social commerce, it was fashionable a year or so ago, 18 months ago, to, just as businesses were making responsive e-commerce sites so you could view an e-commerce site on a mobile phone, you can use pretty much the same technology to make your e-commerce site be shown in a Facebook canvas. You simply just republish your e-commerce site in Facebook or another social channel. And guess what? They were a complete failure. They didn't sell, and a lot of businesses actually ended up shutting them down, because why shop when just a click away is a much bigger screen real estate experience? Unless you're selling something that is different and unique in a social channel, people are just going to go to another online channel, to a traditional e-commerce store to buy. So a number of high profile businesses, having set up a cloned e-commerce store in Facebook, ended up shutting them down because they weren't selling anything. So, what about businesses that work? Well, first of all, you've got to get the business basics right. But by that I simply mean you need to have a clear value proposition if you're selling with social media, and you've got to have a differentiated value proposition. Unless you're selling something first, something unique, something more, you're giving something more, to a bonus to a customer or a client in social media, or you're selling it for less, then you're not going to sell. Sell with social media. You need a clear and differentiated value proposition. But that's the same whether you've got a traditional e-commerce site or whether you've got a social commerce site. So it's not particularly specific to social commerce itself. If I want to talk about a clear and differentiated, unique value proposition, I think one of the best examples is Heinz. Heinz opened a pop-up social media store, a little temporary store on its Facebook page, where it sold cans of personalized Get Well soup. You could go online, you could customize the soup by saying Get Well Soon, Mom, Dad, or whatever, and they would send a customized can of soup with a customized label with the name of your loved one who was feeling a bit poorly during the flu season. And it was great. You couldn't get them anywhere else. It was unique. The only place you could get them was through this pop-up store in Facebook. And one in 8 of their fans actually went ahead and purchased. So having that unique value proposition is absolutely key. If you're simply selling stuff that's available elsewhere with social media, it's unlikely that you will shift stock. So more generally, social commerce works when you help people solve their problems socially. So here's an example of Mercedes, for example, that in China allowed customers to get together online and then put in an order, for bulk order for their smart car, and get a significant, maybe 20% off the purchase price if they bought in a minimum bulk order. And they sold a huge amount of, or having gone from selling just simply roughly one a month of these smart cars, they went into selling a couple of hundred in 2 or 3 days by using this mechanism, by helping people solve problems socially, that I come together and purchase stuff and get a great deal by using their combined collaborative clout.